few things I wouldn't do. Need to talk these guys out of using this. The way the axle is set up, it's marginal for a street car. And as fast as you want to go, the car starts doing funny things when you get going fast. And that salt's really weird stuff. It's like skating around on ice, and the car does not go straight. If you don't do a few things, she's going to take an e-ticket right around backwards. You want the fuel tank up front and put the water tank in the back.
What would you run for a fuel tank?
You make one.
Make one.
This car's built ass backwards.
Everybody's got a different idea, but I tend to go with Al because he's done it. I know him. I trust the guy. I've seen his work, and why recreate the wheel?
The car's traveling along, all of a sudden the car goes.
I want to do it your way. That's my problem.
You need to keep the front end basic and take all that trick off of it. I would just keep it basic. It's like I was telling you, you got to keep the car basic. If you don't keep it basic, you're going to be screwing around trying to chase the car around, trying to figure out what it's doing. And you're going to waste too much time.
But we got 3 weeks. What do you think?
Good luck.
Thanks, Al.
Currently working on the inner structure for the lower trunk panel. The original structure was in the way of the third member, so I cut it out and made my own. Once I finish the inner structure, I'm going to make a new outside trunk panel, and that'll go welded in place, so we won't have a trunk anymore. It kind of goes with the whole rule of the doors, too. We don't want anything that's going to be hinged, flapping open, when we're going about 200 miles per hour. There's a lot of metal work to do on the body, so Dan's come over and now he's giving me a hand while I continue on the rear half of the car.
Working on cutting out the original subrails and putting in stronger box subrails so we can mount the body to the frame.
The water from the pole saw?
Still a rusty trombone, huh?
Smells like a rusty trombone.
Tell the truth, Ben.
Oh, God.
Rusty trombone.
I just want to get this thing moving. You talk to him, and he says, "Well, I talked to Harvey, and he says this is coming and that's coming, and there's nothing here. We got no time left." And
I mean, I'm with you. I don't want to go backwards and start re-engineering. You got a plan. You've had a plan from the beginning. I just want to go with that plan. Well, this car is not your typical hot rod. This car is a race car. There are certain things that you don't have to deal with a hot rod, but there's other things that you do have to deal with. Hey, Harv, is that our engine? All right, should we get out of the truck? I think in the end it all kind of weighs out, but still, like I said, 6.5 weeks or whatever we had to build this car is not nearly enough time.
Cool. Well, at least we have the engine now. Still, we don't have all the answers of what goes on it and around it.
Mikey ushers us past the velvet rope and into the VIP areas next. A guided tour behind the scenes of the OCC shop and production offices in American Chopper.
It's been a long time, my old friend.
The Iron Throne is mine, and I will take it.
Revenge, you want. It will be yours in time. We are an unholy family. We are Borgia.
Never expect him to be any other way than what he is.
Who could not be happy with all this?
always come down another eighth of an inch.
Brand new, Fast and Loud, tonight at 9, exclusive to Discovery and HD.
Mikey hands out backstage passes and leads us around hitherto unseen areas now. A tour of the production offices and OCC shop in an American Chopper special.
Welcome to Orange County Choppers. This is juicy. Owner run by the Tuttle family. Hey, Pop! Give me the finger! It's lights, camera, action as Mikey takes us behind the scenes and turns the table on the film crew. Ow! But when the crew pulls a prank on Paulie...
Now you gave me a reason to beat him up on camera.
and the executive producer is caught off guard.
This doesn't air, brother.
Mikey's production is in danger of being shut down.
You got that right. Turn them off. Go back to OCC. Get the hell out of here.
Is the film crew ready for their close-up?
Who's your favorite character on the show?
Or will it all end up on the cutting room floor?
Well, if anything doesn't work out, you can always blackmail us.
This is a special behind the scenes American Chopper.
You know what? Give me this one right at the camera. There you go. Mike, give me a little more serious. That's good. Wow. That's good. Good job, fellas. All right, now, enough of that.
What are you doing today, Mikey? Today I'm doing a little behind the scenes of American Chopper. Not only the people you see on the show, but the crew. And hopefully I get some sort of a documentary out of it. I'm documenting everything behind the scenes with my own camera. The film crew gets here early before we do. Starting from the top, we have Steve Nigg, who's the producer on the show. He keeps everybody in line, and he's sort of like the full team.
Get your ass back here late. Let's go.
Next is Adam Moyer. He's the director of photography and the head cameraman. His job is to be in charge of all the cameras and decide how the show is shot.
How do we do, camera girl?
Next is Martin Kelly. He's the sound engineer. He's in charge of all the audio on the show. But not just that, he's also pretty much a tech engineer. Next is Lou Candelaria. He's the associate producer on the show. And he does anything basically that the production needs to run along smoothly. Egg white omelet. Rye. Toasted. Rye. Next is Steve Purcell, a second camera, B camera. He's a youngster, fresh, eager. And our third cameraman is John Rotan. He's a solid guy. And those 6 guys make up our entire film crew.
Hey, Michael, this is a behind the scenes.
Yes.
Very professional.
Always. First thing in the morning, before we can even go out, we need to put on audio microphones, which are remote transmitted.
Oh, you smell good today.
Thank you. My father usually slaps the audio guy, Marty, in the face, just kind of ceremonial.